I think the issue of institutional learning, for me, is broader than just zeroing in on child protection, a network of families. For me, it's the area where it cuts across all the facets of the agency to be able to document our experiences, the lessons learned for wider learning and sharing. I think that's very important for us. Now, coming back to the major issue of network of families, it's a huge opportunity for us if we are able to bring together the families as protagonists in the development of the children, and not only for protection but also for the development of the children. And I'm glad that you mentioned that it's about development and how do we call it, protection of children. The opportunity is galore and we are missing it all along, and that's we've gone up to a level where we have the confidence in on the ground, and we have families that have been organized around the issue of child development and protection. But we have the biggest challenge that will face us is the question of negotiations. We need to negotiate, and first of all, we have to be very clear in our mind what is the goal of this network of families that we want to do. To what extent we can put this network of families at the service of the core intent is very, very important. And the huge opportunity that we have is the question of being able to look at what kind of opportunities open up for us when we have this network of families. And I was just mentioning the question of the West African experience. The way we are located in West Africa, the borders are so fluid, and that we have the opportunity of those who we consider as our constituency could work with others from one country and another to be able to deal with a lot of issues about children. One is to look at to what extent we can look at the economic possibilities with this network of families, how they can open up and do trade from their own end and be able to be supportive of each other on behalf of the children. Secondly, to be able to look at the policy dimension in individual countries that affect the children. I mean, this looks like a socialist approach, but it's very important to look at it from a realistic point of view. The tendency, and this is by default by many of our NGOs, and that's our experience over the years, that we tend to look inward and we come to bring our ideas about development of children. But the issues that are affecting or hindering the development of children with regards to protection and others is the kind of policies that are being articulated at a higher level. We as an organization cannot be upfront taking care of those kind of issues. But this network of families, if they do have within the framework of our negotiation and understanding, and they have appreciated and accepted their role as real development workers in the service of the children, could take up some of those advocacy issues to be able to influence policy, and child-friendly policies will be in place for the overall development of the children. This is an area where it's very important in terms of sustainability. Here we engage and allow these people to move on, to be able to think about what future they have for their own children. So that's basically some of the things that I would like to share with you in terms of this network of families. Granted, looking at your structure in GPG, I was all the time wondering to what extent you'll be working together, the links between the different sectors that have been identified. Generally, it's a very good idea that GPG is now understanding its role and responsibilities so that they would be in a position to help us globally to be able to attain the core intent of the organization. However, there is a quantum leap from every corner. Every leader wants to make its own jump. And if we do not coordinate this properly, we may land in a different position. And that undermines the unity of purpose that we are trying to achieve as a global organization. That's very important to me. And the links between your sector, that's the network of families, the institutional learning, and the area of excellence and the other sectors are very important, because if you look at them, they keep on crisscrossing each other in terms of where we are all heading to. So that's fundamental for me, and it's a learning point for all of us to be careful about in terms of delivering the goods. So if you have any questions, I would like to